Hello students, today we learned exception handling part 2. In last class we learned how we can use try and except block in exception handling. So today we learn try and finally clause. So you can use a finally block along with a try block. The finally block is a place to put any code that must execute whether try block raised an exception or not. So if error comes or not comes, but finally block will be executed always. So here we use try statement that could generate error, except statement that handles the error, and finally this would always be executed if error comes or not. So this concept we will learn by the example. So in this example we have three variables a equal to 0, b equal to 0 and c equal to 0. We are going to input a and b. So in try block I write c equal to a divided by b. If any error does not come, then output will be print c, and program will not move to except section. So program will move to finally section. Finally block always execute. First we run the program. Enter number 6, enter number b. So output is 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and finally block is executed. Error is not coming, but finally block will be always execute. So again I write the program, run the program. Run. So I write here a equal to 6, b equal to 0. So try block will generate error. To handle this, except block will execute. So output will be cannot divide, and finally block is executed. So output is cannot divide, finally block always execute. It means in this program error comes or not, this finally block is always execute. So in a program we can have multiple except statement. In previous examples we write only single except statement in a exception handling program, but we can have multiple except statement in a Python program. So Python interpreter automatically handle the error and call proper except statement. So this program learn. So we have a list, and here I write a1 is divided by 0. So print c, but any number cannot be divided by 0. So exception has been generated. So except block will execute. So Python compiler automatically handle which error will come, and this code will be executed. So in this case 0 division error will be caught, and output is cannot divide by 0. In this program we have two except statement. Which except statement will execute, it will decide on what error is coming. So in this example error is 0 division by error. So we run the program. Cannot divide by 0. But if I write here a5, so a1, so our list is a0, a1, a3, a4. So we do not have a5. So it is a invalid index number. So in that program 0 division error will not be caught, except index error option will be executed and invalid index number will be output. So we run the program. So invalid index number is output. So we can have multiple except statement in a program, but a multiple except statement contain only single try block. So whatever error will come, automatically Python compiler, Python interpreter handle the exception and call appropriate except block. So our third example is user defined exception. It means Python provides many inbuilt exception, but we can create our own exception also. So Python allow you to create your own exception by deriving classes from standard built-in exception. So to do this, we use raise statement. So raise statement is used to raise our error which is created by user. So this task we will learn by the example. So I open a program. So I have a program. So here my error name is maths. So I write class maths and which error we are going to create, and it has a constructor self init self comma message. So self dot message equal to message. So this class is defined that our inbuilt exception name is maths. So now we write a program a equal to 5, b equal to 6 and c equal to 0. Then I am deducting c equal to a minus b. So value of c will be equal to minus 1. So here I write if c less than 0, which is true, so raise maths number cannot negative. So error has been come and maths error message is equal to number cannot be negative. So except statement will call and print e dot args. So this particular message will be output. So our error is that number cannot be negative. So I execute the program. So number cannot be negative and this py print hello statement will execute. If I write here proper value, so subtraction is 44 and output is hello. So subtraction is 44, it means there is no error, so raise statement will not execute. So in this example, our error name is maths and its message will be equal to by the raise method, which is equals to number cannot negative. So when we execute the program, if our c equal to a minus b is equal to negative, then raise statement will execute, and to handle this error except statement will be executed. So thanks for watching. Thank you.